she's the mum forced to make a decision no one should ever have to face. Choose to keep her son or put a roof over her family's head. Beck is fighting to keep her family together, and she is not about to give up.
A mother's love, they say, knows no bounds. The exhaustion, the long hours, caring for a disabled son, it's what a mother does. It's just the things she can't control that's getting Beck Darby down.
Mentally, struggling a little bit just because I'm really worried, that kids are going to be separated.
Single mum Beck and son Hunter are like peas in a pod. They've never been separated, but right now, quietly spoken Hunter knows things aren't right.
Hunter, it's a lot of stress, isn't it, for mum right now?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So Hunter was born with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. So it is a muscle wasting disease. It is a terminal illness. There is no cure. So he needs to be hoisted. He needs, wheelchair. He's completely wheelchair bound. So he needs, help with self-care.
Of course, there's been plenty of good fun years with Hunter. His illness, well, they just work with it and let life be exciting, uncomplicated and full of joy. Hunter's wheelchair bound now, life's still good and the 14-year-old loves his gaming. It's just not like it was for him and his two sisters who aren't home right now. Oh, and of course, for the rock of the family.
Tough for you.
It's very hard.
Yeah,
Yep.
very tough.
And then recently another curveball was thrown at this family. After 7 years, their lease was up and the landlord wanted the house back. That was fine. What isn't fine is finding a replacement home for a disabled kid in a wheelchair in a market where rental properties are at historic lows.
Yeah, so I wouldn't even be able to get you into the bath.
They've inspected over 100 properties. Hard enough to find a place for most able-bodied people. So can you imagine how hard it is to find a suitable home for a disabled person? That's when they were given options.
I've been told by a company that, there is a chance that it is, Hunter may need to go to a home to be able to get housing for us, which is really, really scary. That's, the life that we're living at the moment. And that's horrible. It's horrible to think.
Now an agency is saying put him in care. Would you do that?
Definitely not. That is not what I'm about. We stick together. We're family.
She's just 33 years old with 3 kids, 1 disabled, and get this, she works full-time.
I rang the public housing system thinking surely I would be entitled to come on some priority list, a single mum with kids, one with additional needs, but unfortunately I earn too much money. And me saying that, earning too much money, I don't even earn as much as, needed to be able to house children.
You don't believe you earn a lot of money?
I don't believe I earn enough money to, $600 is, the bare minimum now for rent. To say that I earn too much money so I do not qualify to be eligible for anything, which is sickening. It's disgusting.
Just like she does all day with Hunter, Beck is a lifter, not a leaner. So when it was suggested there was one way around the system to get public housing, well...
One of the options was to quit my job. So for me to quit my job, to then have no money and live off the government, to live in government housing.
You want to work, you don't want to rely on the state.
It's just obscene. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's not what I want to do. It's not what I want to show my kids. I want to show them that you can work and you can, you can do all those things. but...
Yeah, it doesn't seem right, does it? A hard-working single mum, another victim of our housing shortage.
I don't want to sit here, I don't want to be doing this. This is not what Australians should be doing. And, you know, this is not only to help me, but it's to help other people, because it's not fair on anybody. It has to go through. I know people that have been living in their cars because they've got nowhere to go, and they're a single person, you know, on their own with no, you know, responsibilities.
So can you help? What's needed for this loving family?
And it needs to be pretty level, so no stairs for Hunter, obviously.
Yeah. And then a nice wide opening doorway to get through?
Yeah, so something that's, you know, he's able to fit straight through with his wheelchair
Yes.
is, you know, beneficial.
Oh, and then I look and you've got nice big wide archways.
Yep.
So something that doesn't confine him.
Yeah, something that he can, you know, get through out the house like everybody else would be, you know, so he feels part of the family.
And a suitable bathroom is essential.
We're able to, you know, manoeuvre him around quite easily and safely, to put him on the toilet and, you know, put him in the shower.
That list plays on Hunter's mind too.
A bathroom that I can like go in and like doorways that I can fit through and stuff. Like no stairs at the front.
Yeah. So you can have a life.
Yeah.
So you can get around.
Yeah.
Yeah. If nothing is found, where would you live?
Trying to figure that out is really, really scary, because I don't know what I'm going to do once the 10 weeks is up, and if I will be able to find something that's suitable for myself and my family.
Because of Beck's work in aged care and the kids' before and after school care, they must find something between Shell Harbour and Gerringong, south of Sydney. Otherwise,
What do you think will happen if something can't be found?
I don't really know.
Don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
As a mother, you have to provide, you have to do everything you can to keep a family together. And when you're pushed back time and time again, it's hard, it's tiring.
Yeah, they need help. That's the long and the short of it. So if you know of an appropriate rental property for Beck's family that is wheelchair accessible for Hunter and between Shell Harbour and Gerringong, please get in touch.